Hi everyone and welcome back into this new video, and today we are going to talk about a few things that they don't teach you in school, that are not taught in school, but they are very important in either your everyday life to improve your value as a professional or just to be a good citizen. So if you're interested, first of all, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos, and let's go on with the video. First of all, these things I will tell you are just starting points. I didn't want to be very broad or give you like very defined topics, so neither too broad or too specific, but I wanted to give you just starting points that are have a reason behind them, have a connection between all of them, as you will see, but that will give you an opportunity to learn more about them if you're interested. So if you're interested about point number one, I will also give you some developments, some extra areas in which you can improve about that, so that if you like it, you can study more. If you don't like it, you can just learn the very basic to improve yourself, live a happier life, and that's it. Thing number one, skill number one, if you want to call it so, is basic first aid. So my mom is a nurse, so growing up I've been in contact with the sanitary parts of life and how helpful it can be to know how to save life or just know what to do in case of an emergency. The reason behind this is that, one, if you were in the situation of need, you would want someone near you to know what to do. So if it's not for yourself, it can be very useful for the community. But for you, well, if I don't know, it's not a unhappy scenario, but if one of your parents is sick or is in emergency, you knowing what to do and how to do it can save his or her life. And there are statistics in countries in the north of Europe, such as Sweden, Norway. They teach this first aid in school, and they are able to save more life when these things happen, because in those situations, acting quick and correctly can literally save life and reduce the long-term consequences of strokes and all these problems that need to be acted upon instantly. Then the jump of points for deeper topics. After you learn first aid, you can focus more on the sanitary ward more broadly, so the effects of eating correctly, of fresh air, of a fresh surrounding, of clean surrounding. And this lead us to the second point, because as I told you, they're all connected. And the second point is just learn basic house cleaning and house maintenance. But the very first and most important one is house cleaning, because living in a clean room, in a clean house, can make the difference between you being healthy and you being sick all the time. And then after you learn like how to, you don't need to know how to clean everything perfectly, and your house doesn't need to be perfectly clean every time, but it's just enough for you to be safe and to be healthy, so your health is not in danger from your own house, which would be terrific. After this, as I said, house maintenance in general, so basic electric maintenance, so changing a light bulb, knowing what to do, like how to fix something electric, and don't just like burn your whole house down, or don't kill yourself while doing it, just like shutting everything down. And then also plumbing. It's hard, I don't know it myself, because luckily I live with my parents and my dad is very good at all this house maintenance, except for plumbing, but we will see that. And so now I'm preaching something I don't know about because luckily they are my parents. But when I'm living alone in my apartment, so not this studio but the other one, I have to do everything by my own. So I'm trying to do like basic fixing, maintenance, etc. And then this also leads to you living in a healthy space, in a good space, and also caring about yourself. And this leads us to point number 3. Point number 3, which is learn to take care of yourself, which is a connection of point number 1 and 2, because taking care of yourself means not only hygiene of the place where you live, but also personal hygiene, so showering, grooming, like how to groom correctly, how to dress properly, and not only physical mindness but also spiritual mindness. So meditation, knowing when to take a break, because many people in our society today, we're preached to work hard, but then there is burnout, and we don't know how to stop, when to stop, and how to stop correctly. So also caring about yourself means this: taking care of yourself, not only physically, so being fit, doing sports, groom with a good haircut, but also mentally, spiritually. And when you balance these things out, then your life will be way, I don't want to say easier, but you will feel more at ease, more happy, and everything will fall according to that. And then another aspect, which, as I said, all these points are connected. We have point number 4, which is personal finance, that falls under taking care of yourself, because you cannot be very happy if you are in debt, struggling to reach the end of the month with the money, and so on. So here, there are a few books that are very interesting. There is one that is called "Why Didn't They Teach Me That in School?" or something like that. There is a piggy bank on the cover, and it's like 99 tips for personal finance. I don't have it physically, I read it on my phone on an ebook, so I don't have like here to show it to you, but it is a very good book. And if you want to learn personal finance, that is like the foundation. Then you can build up on it, because as I said, these are just starting points for deeper study and deeper understanding. And if you then want to get into stock, investing, cryptocurrency, savings, and all these different aspects of economy, so also like how markets work, you can do all of that. But first of all, you need to have the foundations in the right place. And the foundations here are personal finance, and that book, "Why Didn't They Teach Me This in School?", which is probably like, I will copy the title to put it in this video. That's a good book. If you can buy it, buy it. If you can go to the library, to a bookshop, and read it there, read it there. But that's a very good book if you want to have this foundation point in the right place. 5th thing you need to know is how to use a computer, but that's too broad, because in a computer there are many things. There are coding, web pages, all these different aspects of computer. So my tip is learn first how to use Microsoft Excel. So nowadays almost everyone has an Office license or Office package, and I have mine with my university, but probably you have it for your job or for a different kind of reasons. The basic 3 big softwares you need, the 4 softwares you need to know how to use are Word, PowerPoint, I think OneNote is the one for email, but I mean every email service like Gmail will work, so it's essentially 3: Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And the important thing of Excel is that it's the junction point between the math you learn in school and the math you actually need in your everyday life. So let me explain first. Excel is the best thing you can learn to get into coding, because you will have a little square and cells, and you can put numbers in them, and you can do all kind of formulas you can need. Like if you use point number 4, personal finance, and you keep track of all the expenses you do every day, every week, every month, then you with Excel can put the numbers in, and then it can calculate automatically. You have to type in the formula, but once you type in the general formula, you can change the numbers and it will also calculate correctly. So it is a good thing to learn about computers, because you actually understand how computer works. Especially older people think that computers can do everything, but it's just not true. Computers do what us human tells them to do. So, and Excel does exactly that. It doesn't do nothing that you don't type in. So it is good because it puts together math and technology, which are two things that everyone needs to know how to do. But it doesn't need like the very complex math you learn in university and the last years of high school. So you don't need quadratic formulas, you don't need derivatives, you just need to know basic math and how to type in correctly. And when you know how to use Excel properly, your life will be 10 times easier for many things in your everyday life, about accounting, keeping track of personal finance, data of any kind. But also you will get enough computer knowledge to then get into coding, web design, all these different softwares, so how to edit and photos and videos. So for me, in my opinion, learn how to use Excel, try it out, and you will have a huge payback. This brings me to the end of the video for today. Please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and see you guys